Welcome friends, I'm Cookie Monster, once again talking Division, and more importantly, talking Division microtransactions. These are just a few ideas which I think is kind of the way Ubisoft wants to take the Division. I hope they do, because it could ruin a game. I'm praying they don't ruin the game, so let's begin. Before we start, I must stress that these are my opinions, and in no way, shape or form any part of the game. A recent interview with a dev from the Division quotes, so what we're looking at is we don't want to have to pay to win, but we are definitely looking at all things where you can gain time or comfort. This is interesting because recent Tom Clancy's online shooters, such as the PC versions, I think that were called Phantoms, was ruined in most people's opinions by microtransactions. So let's hope they don't go there. He continues, bag slots would be a thing that if you really want to have everything in your bag, all the equipment at all the time, it's maybe not practical, but it doesn't really give you an advantage over any other gamers. Some things require time in the game, and some people don't want to invest time. They want the shortcut, so we're looking at those types of trade. In this statement, he mentions time twice. I think this will play a massive part in Division, I really do. It makes a lot of sense. Say for example, you're out and about, you find some attachments, or you find some gear for your bloke, I don't know, some shoes, boots, whatever you want to call them, and you want them upgraded. You have to take them to a building where they tell you, yes, you can have them upgraded, but you've got to wait a bit of time to do it. I don't know, say 5 days, 3 days, something like that. Where the microtransactions would step in is if you could, I don't know, buy some kind of currency where you can half bribe them if you like. So something that might take 5 days may only take 2 days with these currencies. So this is a kind of like, you're not paying to win, you're more like paying to make your life a lot easier. I think it just makes sense that. I have no problem with that one little bit. It's probably something I'd purchase. I'm not sure, but I'd like to think that's one of the ideas. Another thing, well, another angle, which excites me quite a bit, is if you were out and about and you're going to them contaminated areas, you might find guns or boots and things like that, or masks. But because they're contaminated, you can't just put them on. You have to go and take them to be decontaminated. While doing this is obviously another time issue. So you can buy, well, I'd like to think you could buy currency to speed these transactions up. It just makes a lot of sense because you're not paying to win at all there. You're speeding something up which everyone can get, which I could back up, to be honest, with Massive saying in another interview about apps. They've all looked at apps and they've all looked at microtransactions within game phones and mobiles and all these. And you know as well as I know, every single app you have on your phone, whether it's to do with any type of game, all your money goes to is speeding up the time in your upgrades or your defences. So you can buy like gems and things that speed up, I don't know, it might take 5 days to build a turret or something. You put some gems in there, it might cost you 69 pence or something. All of a sudden you've got it done instantly. I don't know, I just think that's something they probably are going to look at. I mean, it won't mention time and apps within the same few days, or it's even the same interview. I can't think it'd be anything else, I really can't. But all in all, it's still enforcing the idea that it's not really a pay to win, it's more just makes your life a little bit easier. I can't see anything else they're going to do. I mean, it did mention and confirm that you could buy a bigger backpack, carrying more items and things like that, which is a purely cosmetic thing, I'd have thought. It's not really beneficial, or is it really beneficial? We don't really know until we get on it. But I'd like to think it's all pretty much cosmetic from there onwards. Like, the weather's going to change that much. You are going to need some snow gear and stuff like that. Whether they introduce like little sleds and things is a different kind of thing. Cause I don't think there's any vehicles in this. There's a helicopter in one of the gameplays, but I don't think that's something you can pilot about. Which I like that. I like the idea. You're on foot all the time. It's pretty good. But as long as they are just going to go cosmetic, or just working on the time issues, just to speed things up with your microtransactions, I think they'll keep the balance of the game. No one should really moan about that, but then it comes to a point, is it really worth having microtransactions? From their point of view, yeah, they're going to make a lot of money. But how many people are going to buy these things if, I don't know, something takes 5 days to upgrade? You'll pick it up on a Sunday. If you've got work or school or anything like that, you know the following weekend comes round, you're going to have that upgraded. So it depends. I mean, it depends how kind of greedy you are, but I suppose apps are the same. Well, this is just me brainstorming about microtransactions in the Division. I hope some of them are right. So please stay tuned for any more Division news. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. Till next time.